So I started a video and started running around and selling because I wanted to show you exactly how much I was making and blah, blah, blah. And as usual, that got screwed up. My cousin came in screaming about something or another while I was recording. And yeah, well, I can't clear it out. So this is where I'm standing right now. Year 20. Like I stated in my last video, I figured it was going to be autumn. Year 20. Day 1. Well, this is the end of day 1. I have 9.9 million. Oh, fudge crackers. I just went around and I sold everything. And of course, I got the bad roll this time. Even if I would have got, I'm saying, I think my best number was around 51,000 from all the vendors. I still wouldn't have made it. And I was selling iron bars. I had like 700 iron bars. Something ridiculous like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, my mines were just about perfect when I had 4 in each. And now they're all maxed plus others. But let's look at others. I didn't do this yet. So I wanted to get in and get a video done. Since I'm not, this is the last video for the 10 million. But case in point, look at this. Where's this one at? Okay, she's here. She's 14. She has a 9 in extraction. Like, these are crazy numbers. I didn't put her anywhere. So let's see where we can put her. She's all the way down there, so I'm guessing. Yeah. Didn't realize my excavation sheds were filled. I know where I can put her. She can walk. Just bring a little life to the area. Where is it? I definitely don't have room for everybody. It's just not going to happen. I'll put her in the well. It's not like they're doing anything there anyway. Hey, that's her. What is it? One other one? One other one. And of course, another extraction. Hey, where are you? I don't think I put anybody in the woodsheds. Let's see. Maybe they're going to be at the bottom too. Oh, there is one in one of the woodsheds. So there's one left. There you go. So just to show that, yeah, 14-year-olds can't start working. Anyway, let's skip it to the next day here. So I might be able to make it with what they made in one day. My market stalls. And I already gave my wife a gift. I gave her a gift every day for the 21 years, well, 20 years, I guess. We're married 20, something like that. I actually don't know if I got credit for doing that. I think that's only a year or 2 you got to do that. Well, let's see. Can I make it? Will he make it? Maybe. Oh, yes. Well, there it is. I'm happy. I'm like speechless that I made it, even though it turned into just being a flat out numbers game. But still, there's my 10 million. I have proof I did it. I'm kind of excited and kind of sad at the same time. But I am considering not actually deleting this save. I might come back to this. Not right away, but I might come back to this. I am considering, in essence, hacking my save to give me more buildings. Just for fun. Because I kind of want to make this bigger. It's not bigger enough for me yet. But say another 100 buildings, yeah, I can get seriously ridiculous. So I'm considering that. When I'll get around to it, I honestly don't know. But I am thinking that. So to recap, getting shafted with, and I guess it's over a year, it's been like this, being capped at 1380, and that's everybody at 100% happy, everything happy, is how you get the 1380 and, well, having enough stuff to sell. 1380 per market stall. So that, of course, shafted me once I found that one out. And I seen a lot of other way bigger YouTubers that have been playing this game that didn't even know that. I don't know how my brain works. I find out some of the dumbest stuff. But anyway, that along with the updates that were changing production values, that definitely hurt me. I know they hurt me. As originally I wanted to do just iron knives, or just iron, some kind of iron tool, most likely just iron knives. It's 2 blocks of iron and a stick or something. Or I could have just did the iron shearing scissors, which is just 1 block of iron. And it doesn't matter. 1 iron shearing scissors is exactly half the price of an iron knife. And when you look at it, in actuality, the better value is the shearing scissors, because it doesn't take a stick. I mean, it's such something menial. It doesn't really matter much. But, you know, facts are the facts. It'd be better just to make the shearing scissors. Anyhow, we all seen that didn't work out because of production changes and what have you. And then they were changing prices, which I don't have the list in front of me, but they changed a lot of stuff. And it was 2 or 3 updates since I started this. So I got shafted there. And, you know, originally, I really was thinking I should have just stuck with wine all the way. But was my goal actually made? Yeah, I made the 10 million. Yeah, I'm with him. It's getting dark and depressing. I didn't. I didn't meet the goal that I set out. Because way back in video 1, 2, 3, somewhere in there, I knew I was going to have to run around and sell for a little bit, because I still needed to run around and buy items. And I was buying cherry trees and stuff, because that's when I had to, when I realized that I got shafted, I was changing to wine. I have well over, I think it's what I come up with, 1,200 trees. Well over 1,200 trees. So, you know, do the math there. It didn't cost a lot. In my eyes, it didn't cost a lot to, you know, to buy the seedlings. But it took a long time to buy that many. Because that's a lot of seedlings. You know, and figure you might get, I don't know, maybe 45 a year of one tree or a season. You you just don't get enough, you know. It's not like I could have went and bought 800 all at once. So there's that. Plus we had the buildup. Now, as I seen this, the time that I lost with my females being out, and there was a couple of times where I just lost market stalls. There was nothing I could do about it. Whether I was out of iron or what have you, I was out of stuff to sell. I think I could have made the 20 years. If I was, Johnny on the spot, like, look up there now. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. But I think I would have made the 20 years pretty decently. So I got that going for me. Now, what would I do different knowing what I know now? And I still, I think I would go with the wine. I think I would have nothing but cherry and plum trees. And the reason I had apple in that is I had a bunch, and I was going to let my people have one of them. But with them tweaking the production numbers, I only have 3 taverns. And like I said, my goal was to have them run it and sell it, and me just watch the game play in front of me and then sleep for the next day. As I see it, it's almost impossible to do that in 20 years with the amount of buildings we have. If I really, really pushed, I could probably get rid of, say, the chickens. I could probably get rid of the chicken coop. So that'd be 0 chickens. I could probably get rid of 1 excavation shed. So that would give me 2 buildings. And if need be, which I'd still want at least 1, I'd have to get rid of an herbalist shack. Would that help? It might help with production. That'd be about it. I would still only have, and I'm saying only because we're talking big numbers here. And $13.80 a day is not a lot. And that's where you need a butt ton of market stalls. But at the same time, you need the product to sell if you're trying to do this within 20 years. I was figuring if I started this from scratch right now, I would need 40 market stalls. Right there is 40 people and 40 buildings gone. Right off the top. Boom, gone. So then start figuring it out. How many fields you're going to need. Like I said, I have over 1,000 trees, probably 1,200 trees. These guys aren't putting out a lot. I need at least 10. Easily, I would need at least 10 taverns. So there we're at 50. And we're actually done there. Because the houses to house the people, let alone the farm sheds and whatnot, and the people to make the food, and the people to get the water, I am well over the number of building slots that are given to do that within 20 years. And that's 20 years from the moment I start the game until it's over. I would need 40 market stalls. So can it be done? Yeah, it probably can be done. But can it be done without the player doing anything besides setting it all up? I mean, I don't know what happened, but when I put down an orchard in the long ago, I would outline the orchard and the farmers would come and plow it, but I still had to plant it. That hasn't happened. I don't know when that changed. I have no clue. But that doesn't work like that anymore. And now you figure to keep the farmers, because you're still going to need farmers, you're still going to need tools, you're going to need at least one fully functioning mine. And no matter what you do, you're going to need two smiths if you're not doing anything yourself. If you're doing stuff yourself, then you can live with one smith. But still, you're going to be cutting it close with tools, because you're also going to need your wood sheds. You know, you're going to need, I won't say you need a hunter, but you're going to want a hunter, because you're going to want an income of meat and leather. Very least, you're going to want the leather. You can make an argument, well, I could go hunt and get my own leather. But like I said, once again, it was the whole point of having them be able to make it. And that's just not possible in 20 years. Not unless you had a lot more buildings. That's the only way. Said you need 40 market stalls and you need the product to sell. Now I'm at the point where, could I support 40 market stalls at the moment? Well, let's go look, because some of this took me hours to turn. I did 800 cherry juice into wine. Was like an hour and a half. So it was, that's a game day and a half right there for me to do that. That's a long time. Now, like I don't even have them doing berries. I'm not even sure what they're making. I think mead, because I knew I was pretty much at the end here. But let's go back to the guy that said, holy crap, you have how many resource storages? I just got this under 9. This has been sitting at 10 and 11,000 for a very long time. And honestly, let's just look at, before I get ahead of myself. But they pulled in almost 12,000 berries. I didn't touch any of that. That's what they pulled in this season. And that berry juice, I think my wife gave it to me and I threw it in here. It's either that or I found it along the road or something. I don't know. Whatever. Now I got a lot of overkill here. And I thought I was pretty close to getting that straightened out, but whatever. So I have 3,100. I guess they are still doing cherry. I have 3,100 cherry left. So here's my cherry wine. This is the stack I did. Or no, this is the stack I did. No, sorry. I was right. I did 100%ers. So they did this so far. And and I mean, some of this is still from last year. I had to push it because they're behind. They can't keep up. And you can see like the 70%, they're just bottles from the other wine that my people were drinking. And now I'm thinking about this. I think I did some of the juice, some of this number, not all of it, some of it. But anyway, I have a lot of cherry wine. But can that last 40 market stalls? Like, I wouldn't say 40. Could it last through 20 of them? Because then you'd have to have the same amount in plum or whatever. But yeah, 475. I didn't do any of this, I don't think. I don't think I did. No, no, that's pear wine. No, the plum wine. I don't think I did any of this. I think they pushed this out. And I know I did have a lot of plum left over. I had at least 200 or 300 plum left over. Because I was bouncing back and forth to clear storages out, selling different items and such. So yeah, I didn't touch none of this. So they actually got that down. That's like a lot from the previous year that didn't sell. Vegetable soup I got out the wazoo. I was selling my So I had a lot of it. I had my wife's stalls, the one I usually use to sell off stuff I have too much of. Unless I know when I run around, I could just sell it all. But I had her selling fish tarts because look at all the fish meat I got. And I sat for a while. I just set this the one day and I did like roasted, I don't know, a butt ton. It was about 1,200 fish meat just to get rid of it. And it seems like, oh, well, you could turn it down. Well, no, I couldn't turn it down. I couldn't turn their intake down. I did it one time and just kept running out. So I'm like, no, let them go full bore and I'll just take whatever and just sell it. Just sell it. Who cares? You sell the excess. You know, not like you're going to get a lot. Like you take this, you might get what, 6 for it. The way it is, you know, whatever. You just sell it because it's something you can sell. Would I sell this in a market stall? No, because there wouldn't be enough even to make $13.80 for a day. That's too much micromanaging. But like once again, this looks like a lot of eggs. It's not. When I go to make fish tarts, I want to make a couple hundred. Because to be honest, that's so slow, I'll just go to sleep. If I'm making a couple hundred, because they only make 9 a day. Max Gills. And they make 9 fish tarts a day. So, useless. So, 9 fish tarts a day for a population of 188. That food is not meant for your people. That's all there is to it. It's not meant for them. I can punch out a lot of vegetable soup. I can punch out a lot of the pottage. There's a stew and another soup, the one with the carrots and one with the beetroot. I can punch that out day in, day out. I can punch out the flatbreads, either or. I kind of like the onion one just because it's a little bit better. But whatever. When I ran out of stuff for them to do because I just got mad and did it myself, I would turn them all on that just to have something else to sell. But you know, does this food actually making them happier? In my run, I believe it did. And that's why I went with the vegetable soup. As a couple times now, since they were screwing around, I played, and as soon as I got to the point where I could start giving them vegetable soup, they got happier. So I'm assuming that the food does make them happier. I mean, who wants to eat pottage all day? But in the olden times, that's all you needed to make. You know, put up 200 buildings, get a bunch of meat, just grow cabbage. Now, people use cabbage for, you know, making their fertilizer. I never did that and never will do that. I'll make the money, I'll buy the fertilizer until I can get animals, some, you know, pigs, really. And even so, I have an overflow of that. I did, with my animals cut back, I was worried I was going to run out, but it worked out. Everything's fine. But yeah, as I was trying to get rid of some of the iron bars, I was also, hey, I got a half hour. What do you do? Oh, I'll make some more iron knives. But this, with what I was selling, with how many places were selling them, I was hovering right about 120. So, I mean, they were doing fine. They were keeping up. But at the same time, well, look, I don't have that many selling tools. As soon as I can find that button. Let's look. So, oh, there's my builder set. Let me see how many of these are screwed up. Oh, not too bad this time. But so you can see I have 30 market stalls. That's what I'm ending with. through that, most of them weren't even functioning, and I didn't have that many. So let's see. Where's my tool stalls? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that's not bad. 10. I didn't even think I had that many. So 10 tool stalls. So I was doing half decent. And in my eyes, these numbers aren't matching, but that's maybe due to every now and then I'd make some myself. I really wasn't paying attention to them going. I didn't see it under 100. I really didn't. But since I was doing the refining, I'd be like, oh, there's a whole bunch here. I'll make a couple of knives. But they're selling 6.5 a day. So it's what, 60, 90? Does that come out to 90 a day? Something to that effect? I don't know. Maths is hard. Oh, I wanted to see how much they were making a day, though. I think that's iffy. So maybe I was possibly making them and I didn't even realize that I was keeping their head above water. So they're making 23 a day, so both of them were making 46. So yeah, I probably was keeping their head above water a little bit and wasn't even paying attention to that. But this is what I'm saying. These numbers, this is what kills me. You can have all the market stalls in the world, but you're going to be doing a lot of the work. And without the fast crafting, you're going to be doing a lot of work, trust me. I was running around like a madman. And that's why I wasn't making like a video every season or what have you. I even stated in the beginning that's not what my goal was. It was better off with updates because like I don't think it would be fun if somebody watched me sit there and squeeze juice for an hour and a half. You know, this is the reality of the game. I show the reality. I'm not making a movie. You know, there's a lot of talent out there that can make movies out of it. Good for them. That's not what I was about. It was proven that I could do the 10 million in 20 years. So I guess kind of technically I did, but did I meet my own goals? No. No. But at least I could say I made my 10 million. But like you see, like yeah, see here, there's an apprentice there. I didn't check on my kid lately. I took him. He has 2 level 10s right now. See, I'll bring him up just for giggles. To show you how far I got the kid. Oh, when I put him. Yeah, he's fishing now. Huh. He's been there for a couple seasons. He started out at 6. So we got a level and a half. This is going really slow. And that's why I also pushed fishing. I maxed it out to get him skills. And this could possibly lead into, like I said, if I break the game and give me more building slots, I might go nuts. But anyway, what I used to do with the wife before we'd have a kid was I try to max her skills out. And of course, you're never going to get hunting maxed. I just get lucky and she might have been a hunter or something. But I can max out her production. I can max out farming and the selling. So I can max 3 things out of her. That used to be a little game I played with myself just to see if I could do it. But for hunting, like hunting needs more XP. It's ridiculous how long it takes for a hunter to level, even the player. And, you know, in my other playthroughs, you know, you're playing for yourself. So no one's looking. I'll go in and I'll just crank up the XP right in the beginning so I can get my hunting up. I mean, that's fine. But that's not legal for stuff for what I was after. That is the only skill of mine that isn't maxed. I'm at level 5. There's like no way. It just levels so slow. So slow. They need to get a little more XP on that itself. They can easily double it and it'd still be slow as hell. Yeah. But with this run, I knew I was going to run into trouble. If I didn't finish it in year 20, or at least 21, I was screwed. And unless, like I said, unless I give myself a lot more building slots, yeah, it's delete. It's delete time. But I might do that. I might give myself more building slots. Because I kind of want to build over by between Lesnica and Jezreka. I'll put a monster orchards over there. I just fill that whole area with orchards. And another mine. Because the mine right there is just up the hill. So, this is how it ends. I got my 10 million. I'm happy. Would I do it again? I was thinking about doing it on the Oxbow, but it's not worth it. There's even less money over there. And it's a smaller map. And by less money, I mean there's more vendors here. So you wouldn't even get. I'm gonna, maybe I'll make a video on that. We'll see how much I actually make over there selling. I mean, if I do that, I'm not gonna play the game. I'm gonna cheat in a bunch of items and just run around and sell and do the math. So I might do that, but we'll see. I want to see that again. 10 million. Well, that's all I got. I hit my goal. Didn't exactly get it the way I wanted to. Like I said, I consider I really didn't do what I wanted to do. But in actuality, if you're going to make 10 million coins in this game and just have your people do it, and that's it, and still have room to expand farther down the road, you're going to need 30 to 40 years at least. And that you're not doing anything. You know, if you want to run around and sell, that's one thing. But that was part of my goal. I didn't want to do that, and I had to. I had no choice. If I didn't do that, I'd be 2 years, easily 2 years behind. So, at the same time, I didn't do it for 2 years. So there's that. I could have been done on time. But like I said, that wasn't part of the goal. Anyway, there it is. Like I said, might add to this sometime later, but we'll see. And thanks for putting up with me, and thanks for watching. And stay safe out there.